Hi, this is Shilpa Shetty and you're watching me on Filmy Beats. I think that's what excited me. But there was a lot of meat on the bone, for this character. Tara Shetty, being a Shetty, in Rohit Shetty's Copverse was like another level of excitement. एक भी स्टंट में हम लोगों ने स्टंट डबल का इस्तेमाल किया नहीं है.
प्रेशर फील हो रहा है?
मुझे कोई प्रेशर नहीं है. अभी जो आएंगे बाद में उनको प्रेशर फील करना चाहिए. I'm a very proud Shetty. Rohit's accomplishments and for both of us to collaborate for the first time, that's a good one. Whenever somebody offers me a really interesting song, maybe I do enjoy.
Yeah.
I am an entertainer and I love entertaining people, and if people are entertained seeing me dance, I will always continue to do it.
Hi guys, welcome to Filmy Beat. This is Murtaza Iqbal and today I am with an actress जिनकी मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि सीमा चोपड़ा से उन्होंने शुरुआत की थी. अब तारा शेट्टी पे वो आगे और बहुत से अमेजिंग कैरेक्टर्स प्ले करेगी. Well, I am sure you all might have guessed it. I'm talking about none other than Shilpa Shetty, who is here with us today. Hi Shilpa, welcome to Filmy Beat.
Hi Murtaza.
First of all, I have to say, what an amazing trailer. What a powerful cop role. I want to know that, of course, action पहले किया है आपने. ऐसा नहीं कि this is a new genre for you, but this Rohit Shetty action is very different. It's very larger than life. तो जब आपने इसमें step in किया, how was that experience of doing this kind of a series?
I think that's what excited me. But there was a lot of meat on the bone, for this character. So Tara Shetty, apart from the fact that I was going to be the first female cop in his copverse, also to play Tara Shetty, being a Shetty, in Rohit Shetty's copverse was like another level of excitement. I'm a very proud Shetty, so I'm very proud of Rohit's accomplishments.
Yeah.
And for both of us to collaborate for the first time was really, really exciting. So I was so excited and I wanted to give it my best. एक भी स्टंट में हम लोगों ने स्टंट डबल का इस्तेमाल किया नहीं है, तो बहुत मेहनत लगी थी. I had to, rehearse, मैं कभी-कभी सोचती हूँ कि maybe God was preparing me for this role, because I love my health and fitness. Yes. And I'm constantly at it, but it needed a different level of fitness to be able to do all this action. So I think he was preparing me for Tara Shetty.
Right, so my next question was actually about this, that of course you have been fit. मुझे tips लेने हैं off screen, okay, everyone.
Off screen में tips लेके फिर उधर ही छोड़ दोगे.
नहीं. Next time हम मिलेंगे तो you'll find a slimmer version of mine. So, but I have to ask this, as you said, कि एक different regime, what kind of a regime or a diet you follow to come into this character?
Well, Rohit wanted me to put on a little bit of weight. He wanted Tara to look tough, like when she hits, she should look like, like the part, and she has to look like she's really packing in a punch. So I did put on maybe 2 kilos for the action sequence. तो weight training मैं ज़्यादा कर रही थी तब, but तब मैं सुखी के लिए भी शूट कर रही थी, तो बहुत मुश्किल था to kind of manage. और वहाँ पे मैं बहुत ही सूखी हुई थी. So to maintain that balance मैं पागल हो गई थी. But and I was very overworked during that time. But क्या है, I think the one thing that keeps me going as an actor is you have to have that hunger in the belly, And I wanted to really sink my teeth into the character and do all that it takes to make Tara as authentic and as honest as possible. Yeah.
Correct. Of course, as you said that, you are the first female cop in his universe. When of course it started with Singham, then other characters came in. But as now, when it comes to female cop, you are the first one. Does that put up a pressure? Because now आप एक benchmark set करोगे. उसके बाद जो भी दूसरी actresses आएगी, they will be compared with you. Not you will be compared with, they will be compared with you. तो वो एक pressure feel हो रहा है.
मुझे कोई pressure नहीं है. अभी जो आएंगे बाद में उनको pressure feel करना चाहिए. No, I feel I have done my best. And तारा शेट्टी को जिस तरीके से justify करना चाहिए वो रोहित के हाथ में, because it's his baby. हम तो सिर्फ किरदार प्ले करते हैं, हम रंग भर सकते हैं, लेकिन किरदार को उन्होंने लिखा है. तो I really hope I have done justice to Tara. बाकी जो अलग किरदार आएंगे उनकी कॉप यूनिवर्स में, those will be justified as per the part that is written for those actors. तो आई फील दो कैरेक्टर्स को कभी आप कंपेयर कर ही नहीं सकते. यू कांट कंपेयर अ सूर्यवंशी टू अ सिम्बा और अ सिम्बा टू अ सिंगम. दे आर ऑल डिफरेंट. एंड आई थिंक दैट्स द ब्यूटी ऑफ रोहित्स कॉपवर्स.
Right. Shilpa, of course, as we know this, कि Copverse में ऐसे होता है कि cameos यहाँ वहाँ होते रहते हैं. Can we see Tara Shetty in one of the movies that maybe Rohit makes, maybe Singham again or some other ones?
ये सवाल आपको रोहित शेट्टी को पूछना चाहिए. ये आप गलत शेट्टी से कर रहे हैं ये सवाल.
But I'm sure you would love to be, of course,
Of
if he
course,
offers you.
why not? Why not?
Yes. During this, you got injured also, and there are two kids at home. जब आप काम करके घर पहुंचते हैं, and then they are like कि ममा work पे गई थी और injure होके आई. What was their reaction? Because Samiksha is of course very small,
Yeah.
to understand कि what exactly must have happened with you.
Yeah, Samisha was I think 2.5 at the time, and उसको मैं उठा रही थी तब तो बिल्कुल ही उठाना मना था मेरे लिए. I was on a wheelchair for nearly 3 months, so वो सबसे मुश्किल समय था मेरे लिए. My son understood because he's a little older, but they were all really worried. And क्या होता है कि when you get injured at in your 40s, it takes you much longer to recuperate. But when something breaks और जब वो जुड़ जाता है ना तो और strong होके जुड़ता है. So I've learnt that in this process कि when something breaks, you work harder to kind of make it better and you make it stronger. तो ज़िंदगी में जो भी होता है ना अच्छे के लिए होता है. मेरे बच्चे भी थोड़े से मतलब मैच्योर हो गए उस इंसिडेंट के बाद. And I remember, I think I was also so overworked कि maybe that was God's way of kind of putting a stop and giving me a break.
Right.
तो 3 महीने की छुट्टी मैंने बहुत enjoy किया उस वक्त. I really needed to take that break. Yeah.
Right. Of course, I remember this कि before Indian Police Force was officially announced with you, कुछ महीने पहले he had come on your reality show. आपने वो bottle फेंक के बोला था काम दे दो. Was that all planned कि ऐसे announcement होने वाला है?
I was already signed for it. I was already signed for it. So I told Rohit, I said, let's do it like this. It was really funny ना.
Yeah.
तो लोगों को लगा कि उसके बाद हुआ ये नहीं. उससे पहले ही I knew that we were going to work together.
Right. Shilpa, of course, nowadays, the change in the female characters that they are getting, thankfully, the whole Indian cinema has changed, Even from the actresses like from the 90s, like you, Raveena ma'am, Kajol, everyone is getting this amazing roles that they are playing. How do you feel about this change? And do you think OTT plays a very important part in this?
Not just OTT. I just feel directors, filmmakers, audiences, everybody has changed. Perspectives have changed. People have changed. Content has changed. And content is made to cater to the audiences. So back in the day when I came from the 90s, that content was catering to those audiences. So परिवर्तन ही जिंदगी का नियम है. Right? So I feel today's content is different, and because we're living in a society that's a little more egalitarian, women are getting stronger parts. And the audience is ready for it, I feel. And OTT, I feel, is a platform that is amazing for all kinds of actors, not just female. You see so many actors that have been struggling for so many years. Suddenly, you realize after 15 years of struggle, you see an actor and you're surprised कि यार ये कौन है बंदा? He's been struggling for 15-20 years. Get Pankaj ji, for example. He's been in the industry so long.
Yes.
And with small parts. But then he comes into his own with a Mirzapur.
Yeah.
So I just feel like OTT gives people that opportunity, and also what may be a certain risk-taking on the big screen. People make it maybe for OTT, because then there is no pressure or onus on the maker or the actor's shoulder that this has not worked, Right.
But of course, this is, if I talk about the fiction, this is your first web series.
Yes.
Earlier you had done, I think, a non-fiction only with
Yes.
Amazon Prime only.
Yes.
Of course, there are multiple reasons. There was Rohit and everything. But before this, were you offered any web
Yes.
series? Did you just say, like you were waiting for the right offer? Was that kind of a thing?
So there were, I think, 3 scripts, out of which I'd heard 2. And I was headlining one of the shows. I could have easily gone ahead with that. That again was an action genre.
Oh, wow.
But when this role was offered to me, I said I'd rather be in a Rohit Shetty cop verse
Yeah.
than to headline a show on my own, you know. So there was definitely, it all depends on the part. And it's one of Amazon Prime's biggest shows. It's it's really
Yeah.
going to be quite something. So I'm quite excited to be part of this.
Right. Now, I was hearing in just an interview before you gave that there was too much of focus on you doing a South film, but it's not something new. You have done South films earlier. It's like now, of course, because of this pan India thing, it's coming out. Do you then, of course, in between there were these all talks that South might take over Bollywood and all those things. When you were hearing all these things, what were your reactions? Social media. I would say the talks that always keeps on happening. Like around 30 years in the industry, you must be having something.
कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना, इधर से इस कान से डालती हूँ मैं, इधर से निकालती हूँ. I mean, these are all phases. People are interested only in content.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where it comes from. There have been films that have become cult films from Bengali cinema. And it's different kind of content. It depends on what your target audience is. South filmmakers are making very massy films. And I think somewhere filmmakers in Bollywood are making stuff that's very urban.
Yeah.
And very, the men are all looking very like metro catering kind of, or metrosexual, which is not a bad thing. But I think somewhere that whole heroism comes from, when you're earthy and when you're, that whole massiness comes from there. So I feel people are wanting to see something that's more real, and they're feeling satiated with, the southern brand of films. But that doesn't take away from the films that are being churned out by Bollywood filmmakers. It's still aspirational. Remember, Bollywood will always is and will always be very aspirational.
True. So, of course, next is, of course, KD happening. But apart from that, do you have any projects? And, of course, we saw you dancing in Sukhi, but watching Shilpa Shetty dance is the best thing ever. Anyone can see it. So, I think any other projects, and when do we get to see the proper dance number,
That's a good one. Whenever somebody offers me a really interesting song, maybe I do enjoy dancing. I feel...
I mean, today also, if we just talk about the word comes dostana, we remember Shut Up and Bounce, the first thing that comes in our mind.
Thank you. No, I've done that for so many years, yeah. So I just feel like, abhi kuch aur karo. But I am an entertainer and I love entertaining people. And if people are entertained seeing me dance, I will always continue to do it. That's the reason I'm still doing a TV show like a super dancer, because it has something to do with dancing. That's my first love. But... I don't know where life takes me. I can only promise you that you will see me doing different stuff and I will continue to entertain.
Right. So, Shilpa, it was really nice chatting with you. All the best for Indian Full Force. As I said, Tara Shetty is going to make a benchmark.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.